So that is the hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, the Snail Mucin 96 by PicsArt. Then we go in with CeraVe moisturising lotion and SPF. I'm going in with my High Day Rinse primer from The Ordinary. Today I'm using something I've never seen before. Tell me more, tell me more. A foundation I've never seen before. I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows and then I'll be back. Okay, so today we are going in with this. I have never seen this anywhere before. I've never had any reviews around it. I've never seen it in shops. I went into a shop in Hull, which is in the Princess Quay, and it's called Beauty Outlet. I don't know if it's like a national or anything store, but they had this. It's from the brand W7. It's called the Ultimate Cover Up Foundation. I've got it in shade 2. I've used it once before and I absolutely loved it, but I only had it on for about 4 hours. So we're going to give this a full wear test. Now, because it is a squeezy tube, I'm going to pop some on my trusty palette from Titmouse. There will be a link down below for anyone interested. It is super, super thick. Nice. Like, you squeeze it out and you can feel like the dent where you've squeezed out of the tube, and you've kind of got to squeeze it like this to kind of let the tube pop back, kind of thing. So it is super, super, super thick. If you don't like a super thick foundation, I would suggest taking a super thick foundation that you actually like but don't want to be so thick, and adding some drops of either foundation oil, beauty oil, or even moisturiser, and it will thin it down. It will take a little bit of the coverage away, but it does work really well, and it does make it look a lot nicer and smoother on your skin if you find that it looks cakey or textured. I'm going to take this little blob and I'm going to tap it all around my face for an even distribution. Okay, so that's about even as I'm gonna get. I'm going to take my foundation brush. This is the Y6 from Morphe. I also like the flat kabuki brush from Sigma. I can't remember if that has a name. The E20 from Sigma. So these two brushes, these are my favourite kinds of foundation brushes. I did recently pick up this from Real Techniques. It's the 302 brush. This is amazing for foundation too. It is a powder brush. It's a, I think it's marketed as a blush bronzer brush. I love that kind of brush for foundation too. I got that on Make Me Up Miss's recommendation. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y6 and I'm going to buff out this one half of my face. You can see that it does take a little bit to blend out. Okay, so that is one half of my face. It's beautiful. It's definitely full coverage. It says it's matte, but I don't believe that it actually is. When I wore it last time, I'd said that it was definitely at least a satin finish. I think I've got a clip, so I'll play it now. And you can see it is quite dewy. I did find that I needed to powder at about 4 hours, but by that point it was the end of the day, so I just took my makeup off. So I'm now gonna go in with my sponge. This is the Primark sponge. Use whatever sponge you want, but I keep using this same sponge in all of my Foundation Friday videos just to keep the consistency. I am not a fan of sponges. What? in general. I'll use them here and there to like help finish off a blend, but I'm not kind of a girl that's going to use a sponge to do like my full face, my full base, anything like that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend out this side. Okay, so that is the sponge side blended out. This is probably the first foundation in this series. Oh, I could feel it was uneven. This is probably the first foundation in this series where I actually don't mind the side with the sponge on its own. It does lessen the coverage just a little bit, so if you want to get that full coverage that you can with the brush, just go in with a little bit more, but it does give a really nice finish. It's more skin-like on this side, where this side is a little almost over protected. So this side is a little over perfected for my liking. Obviously it's full coverage, so that is what you're gonna get, but recently, I say in the past like 6 months or so, I have leaned more towards like a more natural finish where you can still see imperfections coming through, not like just using a BB cream or anything like that. Still want coverage, but I don't mind like the odd imperfection poking through and seeing my skin through my foundation a bit more. So if that's what you want, definitely go in with the sponge. If you want full coverage as it says on the tin, then definitely a brush. Okay, so I'm going to go away, I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then I will be back. Okay, so it is 5 to 8, but I did finish my makeup probably half an hour ago. My foundation about 45 minutes ago, but obviously being a mum, I have stuff to do, did my hair, got changed, sorted my son out and stuff. So I'm gonna call check-in time 7:30, like start off time 7:30, and count from there kind of thing. I'm going to leave this on as long as humanly possible. As always, like, this is what I like to do. I like to leave it for as long as I can. I have a full day, so I'm gonna really give this a good shot. And like I said, I have worn this before, but it was for about 4 hours. I did notice at about 4 hour mark I did need to powder. It was in my smile lines, which never happens for me. I don't have deep set smile lines. Obviously I have quite an animated face, like my mouth moves a lot obviously because I never stop talking. So yeah, but that, like, my smile lines never crease or get shiny or anything like that. So I don't know if that was just a random thing that happened on the day or if it was the foundation, but it definitely did not seem matte. It seemed more satin, maybe even dewy foundation, even though its claims is to be matte. I'm gonna see you in a few hours and yeah, let's see what happens.
One eternity later.
Hi, okay, so it is getting, well, not late, but 5 to 8 on the night. So it has been a good 12 hours since I applied this foundation. Again, it is W7 Ultimate Cover Up Foundation. This, I believe I paid $3.99. I'm just looking at the website, the W7 website, and it does retail full price for $7.99. Like I said, I've never seen this anywhere except for the beauty outlet, which is where I paid £3.99. The website states that it comes in 12 shades, and it says the Ultimate Cover Up W7 is a super high coverage foundation. It says that it can cover tattoos. It says that it is a matte foundation suitable for face and body, and that it can cover blemishes, imperfections, and tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos, so I think I might actually give that a go, see if that is true. It comes in 12 shades, which I don't think's great.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
But for a smaller drugstore brand that's not really got any sort of favourite backing, you don't really hear like beauty gurus talking about them, makeup artists don't talk about them that I've ever heard. I can kind of understand why they have only 12 shades, and looking at the shade range, it is very Caucasian, which is a shame, because even if you're going to do 12 shades, do a really, really light one and then do a really, really dark one, and then like split the other 10 shades between the two.
I am the one, the way your son don't need.
You don't want 12 shades that are all white. You want shades that will suit multiple undertones and multiple races, and that is just not going to cut it. But yeah, it does disappoint me a little bit, the fact that it is 12 shades. But it's got a good rating on the website at 4.0. 4.0, but that is because there is one review on the website for this foundation which gives it a 4. So it's a little bit iffy. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look and see how my face is going. I've not done any touch-ups, I'm not powdered or anything. I've had a pretty busy day. I've been doing my, well, is autumn cleaning a thing like spring cleaning? I've been doing quite a lot of housework. I've been out. I was caught in the rain quite a bit today, so I have had a full day, and it has had to deal with torrential rain. So let's give it a go. Okay, so I am shiny, but I have oily skin, so that's not a surprise at all. I do believe that this is a dewy foundation. Even when I first applied this, I actually sent a Snapchat to my friend and she was like, that is not a matte foundation, this is dewy. And I was like, yeah, but it says matte. So I think W7 are a bit confused on that, because this is definitely not matte. Even when I first applied it, when I first powdered, all my products layered over the top really nicely. It applied really nicely, but it is not a matte foundation. It is a full cover foundation, but it's definitely not matte. I would say satin to dewy foundation, yeah. Which I don't mind. I love dewy foundations, but that's not what it's advertised as. It's not what it's claiming, so I don't know why they're claiming it to be matte when it's clearly not. Matte foundations are aimed at people with oily skin, with acne prone or blemish prone or imperfection skin, and usually that is what they want. They want matte. I wanted matte when my skin was at its worst. Yeah, definitely not matte, but I'm gonna get over that. It looks really nice. It does, even though it's definitely not matte, it still looks really, really nice. It has it's collected a little bit and settled in my nose creases, and just slightly underneath just here. I've said this in I think every single one of these Foundation Friday videos. My, like, around my nose area is it's prone to breaking down foundations. I try and put as little product as I can there, while still getting coverage and not making it too obvious that there's less coverage or less product there, just because I've got big lips. So like my lips move a lot, so like my entire mouth area breaks down relatively quick because I'm always talking, I'm always on the go, and that motion of like talking and having quite an expressive face tends to mean that your foundation is going to break down. That's not an issue, I'm kind of used to that now. It is what it is, but this is not bad at all. 12 hours where I'm happy, like I'm not gonna say that it looks bad because it doesn't. It's a case I know that it's broken down a little bit and settled into my nose creases, but I could like absolutely just like go out if I was going to the shop or something and not feel like I needed to top up or correct or fix my foundation or my makeup at all. Like it's fine. Between my brows is actually really nice, my forehead's really nice, my cheeks are, it's not broken down anywhere else, just around my nose and my top lip and a little bit here, but I do think that this area is just simply from when I was eating my tea. I had very juicy chicken, so I think my chin area is just due to eating. Also big lips, my lip kind of does that a lot when I'm eating, like it pushes down and sits on my chin when I'm eating. So like often if I've got like a burger and I've got like a bright bold lip, I will have like a lipstick mark on my chin. Girls with big lips, boys with big lips that wear makeup will know what I'm on about. It happens. But yeah, as a whole, I cannot complain about this foundation, and for £4 it's one of those foundations that it's so underrated and not spoken about that I can't help but love because it's so cheap. It's not known to me or anybody that I've asked. Nobody I know has seen this anywhere or like paid attention to it. It is a really, really good foundation for the price. I've got nothing bad to say, like nothing at all. The only gripe I have is the fact that it claims to be matte when it's not. If you don't care, then that's fine. If you want it to be matte, I guess carry a compact powder with you and touch up throughout the day lightly. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop babbling now. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Have you seen this foundation anywhere? Because I literally have not seen this foundation anywhere and it blows my mind a little bit. Yeah, so please give me a like and a subscribe and make sure your notification bell is turned on.
Do it!
I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 PM UK time. Not sure where that is your country if you're not here, but yeah. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.